Hello everybody, Fall Guys Season 3, or Fall Guys Season 9, however you want to say it, has just released, and today I'll be giving my first impressions on all the new season and all the new things with it. So far I think it's pretty good. I'll go over some of the issues, some of the things I think they did good, and my predictions for the future. Now before we get off the video, I'd like to ask you to like and subscribe, as well as I borrowed this footage from Fall Guys skins on YouTube, so check them out. Without further ado, let's get on with the video. First off, let's talk about a lot of the new maps in this new season. So far, we've gotten 5. We don't know if there might be a mid-season update that'll add more. Honestly, I doubt it, since they haven't done anything like that for free-for-all except for Bean Hill Zone. So maybe a collab level, but I doubt anything water-themed for mid-season update. You never know, though. But yeah, 5 maps. At first, I was a little bit disappointed since the last season came in with 8 maps, 3 more than the 5 that we got this season. But I really feel like they focused on quality over quantity this time around, which I really do appreciate. We got Speed Slider, Blast Atlantis, Hoop Shoot, Puzzle Path, and our final for the season, which is Kraken Slam. But yeah, 5 maps, they're all pretty quality. I feel like I enjoy all of them a lot to an extent, but I don't want to go over rankings for each and every level, because 1, I don't feel like we're far enough in the season yet. I might do that a week from now, and 2, I'd also like to save that for another video, obviously. But so far, I'm pretty confident that these maps are good. When I first played Puzzle Path, the one you're seeing on the screen right now, I was a little bit confused as to how it works, and as you can see Fall Guys skins in the video, this was clearly some early footage of it when basically no one knew what to do. But once you actually realize how to play it around, it goes by pretty smoothly, and I think it's pretty fun. I also had a little bit of trouble with Kraken Slam the first time I played it. Like this, 2 of these maps at the very start were a little bit weird to get a hang of, but once you know what to do, they're really fun. Obviously, this season introduced a slide mechanic, which I think can be utilized in every single level except for Kraken Slam, which is pretty cool. Nice gimmick there, Mediatonic. And surprisingly, it's not as buggy as I thought it'd be. I haven't seen any bugs so far with it. Obviously, this is the second day of the season as I'm voiceovering this video, but it seems to work pretty good, which, bravo, Mediatonic, good for you. Creating a new feature that doesn't get broken in the next 2 days, that's pretty uncommon for the company. Jokes aside though, this season also brought a lot of bug fixes too, which I really do appreciate. Coyote time, all those jumps and stuff were finally fixed. I wasn't sure if they were going to do that or not, and I'm really glad they did. And many other things, like fixing cosmetics that were broken, such as the birthday crown. One thing I am a little bit skeptical on though is the limited round pool. Granted, they did bring some maps back, but a lot of them are still kind of broken, like Space Race. Space Race was in the game for 2 weeks and it just got removed forever. What the heck? What happened to Space Race? That was like one of my favorites and it's just already gone. And as of right now, no sign of it coming back. Eventually they'll fix it, but it's kind of ridiculous. It's taking them long. And I'm glad to see Hexering finally back, but Thin Ice is still gone. Why does Mediatonic hate Thin Ice so much? They don't release any game modes with it except for Blast Ball Bangers, which granted does get spammed, but still, Thin Ice is just nowhere to be seen. It's so weird. It worked perfectly fine. I'm just not sure why they don't bring it into the regular game. They also removed some of the custom lobby shows and stuff, which I don't get the point of that either, because I don't think they were very broken, so not sure the reason behind that, but you know, Mediatonic being Mediatonic, I guess. This season also brought a lot of other cool, just generally good things to add to the game, such as like a spectator counter. I know not everyone likes it, but I really enjoy it because I think it's cool to see how many people are spectating me. You're finally able to preview win animations. I'm genuinely surprised it's taken them this long. It's so weird how we're only now getting that in Season 9. And there's also a little tag that says whether I've qualified or been eliminated, which I've heard some people say it's like, why do you need to tell us that? We kind of already know. But sometimes I'm watching a YouTube video and I really just can't tell. Like, my brain's just turned off. So I do appreciate that feature as well. Even if it's a little bit minuscule, it's just nice to see how they're like improving the quality of life of the game. And there's one other thing I'd like to cover, which is Time Attack, the other kind of big thing that they added in the season. Time Attack so far, I think it's pretty fun. We're in the game mode where it shuffles and it says there's more stuff coming on Tuesday, which I'm not sure what that's all about, but Time Attack seems to be pretty interesting so far, especially with the time bubbles and stuff. But so yeah, since we have the Time Attack shuffle, we're only kind of limited to 3 different maps, which is Treetop Tumble, Track Attack, and Lily Leapers. But the bubbles are kind of in weird routes where you wouldn't get them normally. Like Lily Leapers is played completely different if you want to get the fastest time in it. Which is weird, but I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. I just have to learn how to play the map differently. which honestly could be a good thing. I'm not really sure. It's too early to tell. But yeah, I feel like Time Attack is one of the better shows that they've released in a long time. That's not just like certain rounds played over and over again. It actually has a unique mechanic, which is really cool to see Mediatonic branching out to try new stuff. But as I'm trying to finish up this video, there's one last thing I need to cover. Basically, if you look at the challenges screen right now, it says 131 days until the marathon challenges are over. Usually, that counter is a good indicator for how long the season will last. If this is implying that the season will last 132 days, then that's going to be really concerning for how long I'm actually going to be able to play this with being interested. Because while all the new maps are cool, it's only 5, and if they don't unvolt more, then I feel like this could get repetitive. Because I believe 132 days is about 4 months, like all the way up to April, which is a bit crazy to me. Now, I have seen some leaks beforehand the season released of what the end date could be, and that seems a lot more realistic, like 2 to 3 months as, you know, all the free-for-all seasons event. So I'm really hoping it's not, and this is just kind of a placeholder timer, but it's really too early to tell, and if it actually is that long, then that could be really bad. But yeah, I know this video is short, and I went over everything really briefly, but I wanted to get this out by, you know, the second day, so the first impressions is still kind of relevant. But yeah, if you went on to enjoy the video, like and subscribe. I'll see you guys later. See ya.